Hello, welcome in this presentation entitled What's Your Function by jeanbosco Shumbusho. The content will be covering the meaning of management, functions of management, which include planning, organizing, staffing, leading, control, and controlling. We'll also cover the three management styles. Starting from the meaning of management, it is the process of dealing with or controlling things or people. It helps the organization to achieve its goals according to boundaries Noia mentioned. Starting from the first managerial function or management function, planning is the first. It refers to deciding what to do in the forthcoming time. It refers to setting like what to do today, what to do tomorrow, what to do in the coming future, what to do in 5 years to come. That's what you really call planning. It involves generating the planning actions or the action plan. The example of this activity is setting the objectives of the what to complete in a certain duration at the end of the day, at the end of a certain period of time, and determining the number of workers who are needed to complete the task defined. Organizing is another point. Organizing, it refers to developing like the organization structure by allocating all human resources to ensure accomplishment of objectives. It involves assigning tasks with individuals and groups. Organizational structure involves tall, flat, decentralization and decentralization according to boundaries Maria mentioned. It will also involve creating patterns on relationship in human resources, like saying this will be working with these people, this will be working with these people. Organizing content continuing. Here we have examples of activities, creating a group or team of people who will work on a certain task or who will work in a certain region. For example, if you are assigning people, maybe you can say these people will work in this certain region. Or assigning tasks to individuals and the team, like mentioning these people will be doing this, this team will be doing this. Staffing is another point. Staffing involves job analysis, like recruitment and hiring people, basing on the give back or what they will be giving to the company on the how they are required by the company, like the contribution that will be bringing. Organizing our onboarding sessions when necessary. This really is a part of staffing where we organize like onboarding so as to help the new workers. Examples is setting job description and interview questions to be used in recruitment process. Reading or directing to involve identifying the needs to be done in a certain situation and identifying people to work on it. It involves giving directions on work how to work on something which is needed to be done. It involves motivating like the workers. Example, it is deciding the model to use when conducting a research. It involves giving directions on how research should be conducted. Controlling it involves a process. It involves assessing performance in relation to the preset objectives. It involves making adjustment by basing on the current outcomes in reference to the goals of the company. It involves comparing performance and predetermined standards. For example, we judge the current situation based on the preset objectives. Example, it is finding challenges in operation or and mitigation measures so as to meet the goals. So right, this controlling is more of like assessing the current situation based on the preset objectives. Three management styles, they are directing, delegating, and discussion according to boundaries. Starting from a directing style, this is the manager tells the individuals or the team what to do, how to do it, and the deadlines. Here, the manager is the one who decide. Like they decided we will do this at this time, and this is how we will do it. The strength of this is assignments are completed in a desirable way. Like if someone is given directions and how to do things and deadline, it is easy like to say, okay, so this is how the things will be done. Unexperienced workers are able to run by doing, like if workers are not experienced, they can be able to run by doing. uh, Weaknesses and loopholes that you can find in this, it is that like communication goes in one direction. Like the workers are they are passive, like they receive instructions, they don't have like the right to negotiate, they receive instructions. A scenario where it is appropriate, it is when some workers are not experienced or skilled enough to work independently. Here you can use this directing style. You give them instruction, you tell them what to do, you tell them when the deadline is, and everything. So like when the workers are not qualified or don't have enough skills work dependently, you can use this. It works better according to Thornton 2008. Delegating style is another style, management style. Like the manager tells you what to do and deadlines, and let the employees figure out how to do things. Like he tells like what to do and when the deadline only, and the workers are the one to figure out how to do things. The strength of this is it gives employees freedom to express themselves, to take actions on things that they are going to work. Like they can decide I can work on this because this really fit my qualifications. It engages employees to do personal research. If the employee is unable to know how to do something, since the manager didn't tell them, like the employee are responsible for doing the research and to come up with the way of doing that thing. Weakness, it is that sometimes the employees who are not experienced, they can end up messing up or being unable like to meet the deadline because they are struggling a lot so as to meet like the requirement or the way of doing that. Weakness that I mentioned are the above, and the scenario where this it is appropriate, or it is appropriate when employees have the experience to experience and the skills, and in addition, when the employees want to freedom to take actions on the problem solving or dealing with issue when they want to take action. According to Thornton 2008, it is what does it say? Discussing style. This is another style here. Managing, like managers ask the right questions that telling like employees what to do. Managers ask probing and open questions questions so as to learn more from the opinions of the employees. How things can be done. Like they don't have to give the instruction or other things. They simply ask questions which have like how can we do this? Like when can we complete this? Something like that. So the strengths is it enhances collaboration. Since they are discussing, collaboration is really boosted. It helps having common understanding of the procedure to use. Like through discussion, they can say, so let's use this procedure because they agreed upon. It helps employees to express themselves. Weakness that aligned with this discussing style, it is that it is time consuming. Since there is a discussion, they have like it is hard to make a decision and the time is consumed. Like they are there discussing. So me, I want this, another I don't want this, another I want this. This one can work better. So it is time consuming and decision making is take a long time. Scenario, it is where it is appropriate. It is appropriate when employees have ideas about the subject and the confidence to speak, like when employees want to speak. Thank you very much. For more information, you can reference pages here. You can go through. I'm grateful for following this presentation. Thank you.